Sì, influisce perché tu hai praticamente tutti i microelementi li troviamo nel microambiente, calcio, iodio, magnesio, abbiamo tutto a disposizione, quindi non abbiamo bisogno di integrazioni alimentari.
Hi, my name's Makazi. That felt a bit weird. Hi, my name's Makazi, and today, as the title suggested, we're gonna talk about my Guidi PL2. It has been over a year now, and I would like to tell you how it has held up. My opinion, has it changed? The appearance of the boot, like wearing it for a year, what did I feel like? What did I like about it? What didn't I like about it? What did I do to it to protect it? Spoiler alert, nothing. Like it just everything that you're gonna need to know. And then let's say you want to get these pair of boots and you want to know, like, okay, will it hold up in a year? Like, will the leather stretch so much that you need to change sizes? The answer is fuck no. I have worn these boots through a lot of like conditions. It was sunny, rainy, snowy. I hiked a mountain in these. I walked for like 12 plus hours in Paris in these. Walked all over Germany in these, Austria, Boston, New York. Like, I've worn these plenty of time where I can offer you like a truly in-depth opinion of what I like and dislike about it. And I guess I did that in my first video, but now like it's a bit more informed. So from my previous video, which was like a year ago, I recommended that if you have the funding for it, you should get it because I love these boots. And by the end of this video, I will tell you if my opinion on that has changed. Yeah, so Guidi is not that well known. I think like if this is surface level where you know Louis Vuitton, H&M, Gucci, like all the surface level brand that everybody knows, I think Guidi, you gotta be like 3 steps into the fashion world to know what Guidi is. And you know, Guidi, they generally don't advertise as well, so like you don't even know they exist if you don't know what to search for. And you know, they use a lot of horse leather, and a lot of people have become more environmentally conscious, more green, is that the right word? It's just like, no, a lot of people are delving into like the vegan aspect of the leather boot making, but I truly think horse leather will last longer than those vegan boots. I can definitely assure you that because, you know, like from a horse, and a horse live in the wild, you know, like it's gonna last. These boots are gonna last. And Guidi is also a family-owned business, so like they're not backed by a conglomerate like Kering, LVMH, or Richemont, so like they don't have the budget of like a Louis Vuitton to advertise, to stock up in store like Neiman Marcus or Barney's or Saks or Nordstrom. Not a lot of people know about Guidi, so they're not stocking much. Like they're stocking to like that niche avant-garde stores. Like for example, this store in New York, like I know they stock it here. I know another store in Chicago, I believe that's where mine is from. And then there's a bunch of stores in Italy that stock them because they're based in Italy, they're based in Tuscany. And you know, so if you already own a pair of Guidi and you're watching this video right now, we can just rejoice and have this conversation of just us like orgasming over our favorite pair of boots, you know, like we're both gonna get hard together and get wet, ladies. So it's gonna be fun. And if you are hesitant about buying a pair of Guidi, I hope this video will help further convince you to just pull the trigger, because it's very hard to pull the trigger on a pair of $1,000 to $1,500 boots. Before we continue, I should preface by saying that I have not cleaned them. I have not even put the fish scale outsole into them. And okay, I know some people after they wear their boots, they put like those paper back in to keep it shape up, put it into like a bag to store it. Like I don't do that. Like my shoes, they just gonna collect dust, and then when I'm ready to wear it, I'll brush it off, blow on it, and then I'm ready to go. I don't take care of it. I don't apply any leather protection. I don't apply any rainproof protection. Whatever else that you can do to your leather boots, I don't do any of it. So the video you're about to see, it's pure, it's in its purest form. Like this is what your Guidi will look like in a year if you don't really take care of it and you wear it as often as you can. And you know, the main reason I don't really clean my boots, other than like big scuff here and there, like I think those those marks, those like those scuff, like all of those things. I think those are great little detail that make these boots my boots. Like when I look at it, I can see some cutting and then, oh, that was from Paris, oh, that's from Boston, oh, that's from New York, oh, this is from Germany. Like all of these little mark, dirty skid mark, whatever it is that's on these boots, it's what makes it mine. And when I look at it, I can see my adventure that I've gone through with it, and I think that's nice. Like obviously I'm gonna clean them once in a while, but like it'll be like once every like 1 to 3 years, you know. But I like to keep those things because like they're characteristics of my boots, of Makassi's boots. Okay, so first let's look at the B-roll of when they were new. Let's put that here now.
To hold me every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up, knowing that it's cloudy above. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love. I cannot face this world that's fallen down on me. So if you see my girl, please send her home to me. Tell her about my heart that's slowly dying. Say I can't stop myself from crying. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up, knowing that it's cloudy above. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man. To hold me every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up, knowing that it's cloudy above. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love. I cannot face this world that's fallen down on me. So if you see my girl, please send her home to me. Tell her about my heart that's slowly dying. Say I can't stop myself from crying. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I wake up.
And now this is the B-roll of what they look like now after a year of wearing. And I haven't cleaned them, anything like that, so here we go.
Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man. To hold me Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up, knowing that it's cloudy above. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely is a man without love. I cannot face this world that's falling down on me. So if you see my girl.
And now, side by side, because I know some of you refuse to scroll back here, back and forth, and some of you are lazy. I know you're lazy, like me, you're lazy. So I'm gonna put them side by side for you. Here we go.
That's slowly dying. Say I can't stop myself from crying. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up, knowing that it's cloudy above. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely is a man to hold me. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely is a man without love. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up, knowing that it's cloudy above. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely is a man without love.
Okay, so as you can clearly tell, you know, the leather has gotten a bit softer. It's been a bit more rough. The leather has stacked a little bit now, or a lot now. You can see marking, you can see dirt. Okay, so first let's talk about what changed real quick, just appearance-wise. So the stacking of the leather, it's a bit more prominent now. You know, when you wear the boots and you stretch it back and forth, you can see the stacking of the leather a bit more. And I think most people that wear Guidi or want Guidi, like, they love this effect so much because it's fairly unique. Like, it's not only these boots, but it looks so good with the horse leather. At least that's my opinion. I don't know if it's yours, but I just think it looks really good. The fact that it's horse leather and the stacking is just so unique. I don't know, like most of my other boots, they don't stack like that. My Margiela stack like that a little bit, but my Saint Laurent, it doesn't stack that way. It just something about horse leather that is so different from calf leather or calf skin. Just there's something in it, you know, that the Guidi did to make these stacking like just look so good. I don't know how to explain it. It looks really good, the stacking. The leather has aged a little bit. It's not as smooth anymore, because as you walk, the boots walk with you. So the leather has developed a personality of sort, you know. There are rough spots, scratch marks, etc, 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 etc. The insole. So the insole, originally I wore Nike insole, and I have replaced them with Doc Martens insole. I find the Doc Marten to be a bit better and has more support. And in both of these insoles, they do not make the boots. They don't make the boots feel tighter, so it's thin enough. But there are insoles where if you put them, like, it'll increase your size a little bit just because of how thick it is. Like these Doc Marten and the Nike, they're fairly good. Like it doesn't take up too much space, and it gives you that extra comfort, which I really need because of my flat feet. With these Guidi PL2, it was comfortable straight out of the box. Like I didn't need to break them in. I don't know if you own Birkenstock. The leather bed sole, the leather bed. With Birkenstock, the leather bed, you have to break them in. So the first 2 to 3 weeks, it feels like you're wearing hell. Like it's so uncomfortable. It hurts to wear, but then that one random day, it suddenly become more comfortable. With these boots, I never went through that phase because the leather, it's so thick, yet it's so supple. So like I never needed to break them in, which was actually the main talking point of why I bought these boots. Maybe not the main, but one of the mains. Let's just say that one of the many reasons why I got these boots. And the leather has softened up for sure, especially around the bottom near the midsole. And I find that the softest part of the leather is the leather around the zipper, because these leather take the most damage because you zip your boots up and down every day. And so the leather around that area, the leather in the vicinity of that zipper, it's just gonna get softer and softer and softer as more wears and tear get into it. The shaft. So the shaft has not grown, though the leather around the shaft has also softened. This is just due to general wear and tears, and also when you climb the stair or walk somewhere with the shift in the ground level, the shaft leather moves with your ankle and shin, so those areas become softer as well. Okay, but back to the toe box a little bit. So the toe box still has its shape, the weird front toe box. It's a hardened leather, and I don't really understand the purpose of it really. It doesn't make the shoes more or less comfortable. I think it's more for the appearance, or maybe they bump it up like that so there's more room for people with wider feet, so the toe box isn't too tight. If you were to take this away, I don't think you would feel any difference or notice the differences, because before I got these, I didn't even know like that was there. I thought just, oh, it's gonna look like every other pair of boots, but when you look at these boots too long, you can see that slope a little bit, that high arc. The zipper. So the zipper are actually really great. Like I have not experienced anything bad regarding the zipper. There's a thin leather protecting the zipper, so like when you zip it up, it won't hit your socks or it won't hit your skin. These zippers, they're very heavy. Like they're like industrialized type of zippers. Like it's so heavy, it's so thick. This is like something that will really last with your boots, because it's like having a really great leather jacket and then you just put a regular YKK zipper on it, and like not high quality ones. So it feels like that, but they didn't skim out on this, so the zipper feels very, very high quality. The pull tab, it's still there. I never needed to use it because with the PL2, it's zipped from the front, so when you zip it all the way down, you don't need to like pull it back to put your feet in, because you can make it as wide as you want. Guidi does not come with a pair of insoles. You have to put your own insoles, or you don't wear with an insole at all. But one of the great things about Guidi is that it doesn't have that cut with the 2/3 like fucking Saint Laurent. I hate it so much. Alright, so the outsole, as you can see, I have not added the fish scale outsole yet. You can see how dirty it is. You can see how fucked up it is. And I will probably put the fish scale on that, because it will preserve the it will prolong the life of these boots. And I haven't had the time. I'm a bit busy, and it's also, I'm just lazy. Now that I fucked up the outsole so badly already, I think the cobbler would probably charge me, and we'll be like, hey man, we have to clean it up to put the new outsole, so we're gonna charge you more. But I'm just gonna do my research and then call them ahead of time and ask them the price, tell them the condition, and then have them give me an estimate. And then when I go to the store, I will ask them again, be like, okay, now that you've seen the condition of it, and I brought my own outsole, how much will it cost? Because with these sort of jobs, you don't want to be like, okay, just do whatever you need and then charge me after, because like they can just say, oh, we have to work on it longer than needed, we're gonna charge you an extra $20, an extra $10. Okay, so now that we got the appearance out of the way, so we talk about the leather, the zipper, the outsole, the midsole. The midsole is actually very thick. I really like the midsole. It provides a bit more comfort, but it is hard. So the midsole is really good. The midsole is a lot thicker than my Margiela. Here's a side-by-side. I like this a lot better. What else? The heel, the stack leather heel. It's actually, I believe it's 55 or 65 centimeter high, which is relatively high, but the design of the Guidi, the leather heel and the front, it's so close to one another, you don't really notice the height that much. Like, you didn't need to adjust. Like, when I wore my Margiela, I need to adjust to it, because like the stack leather heel is so much higher than I'm used to. But with these Guidi, they're relatively high, but they don't bother you. Like you never need that adjustment period. Okay, what else? The zipper, the toe box, stitching. The stitching on the boot. So these are not glued in. These are like industrial, like stitched in and like hammered in with screws. So like the midsole and the leather on the top, like it's connected very, very well. So like the midsole, the health of the midsole is like still 100%. So none of the stitching has come out. So that's a really important thing when you're looking to buy boots. Or like if you buy boots and they just glue the midsole and the outsole onto the upper, like that's what you have to worry about. What else? And the pull tab, the leather on the shaft, zipper. I think I talked about everything appearance wise. So now let's talk about comfort. You know, from the first day, it has always been comfortable, and I think the most work I ever put into these boots was when I was in Paris, and my partner and I, we got out of the hotel room at like 9 a.m. and then like we didn't go back to the hotel room until like 11 p.m. So like we walked all those times. We went to the Eiffel Tower, we went to the shopping district, we went to get food. Like we went to a lot of places and we mainly walked because okay, if you've never been to Paris, like there's always a protest about something, anything. Like Parisians love to protest, and so like subway stops, like you don't know where and when, like they will shut down subway stop due to those protests. So it was just we did a lot more walking than needed because like we got so sick of the train. Like this, they shut down like 5 stops, like from the Eiffel Tower area to like the shopping center. So we had to walk that. We didn't want to take the bus, I think, because the traffic is really bad. Like it was on a Saturday, so like walking was just much faster. And so we walked everywhere for like 12 plus hours, and I didn't really feel the pain of it until like the 11th hour, like until like we finished dinner, we were ready to go back to the hotel, and it's like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. already. And at that point, it's not really about the boots anymore, it's just how your feet are. So like, no matter what shoes, boots, or loafer you wear, when you wear them for that long, when you've been in them for like 10 hours plus, it's gonna get uncomfortable, it's gonna start to hurt. So like, we can put some of the blame on the boots, but it's also mainly the blame is on your feet, because like, it's kind of your fault that you've been wearing them for so long and you've been walking non-stop or like close to non-stop. So, and it's also, for me personally, a person with flat feet, it hurts, but it's like, it hurts only when you walk really fast. The slower you walk, the better you feel. And finally, not finally, but this is the most important part. So if you get anything out of this video, please remember this part. I am going to dispel the most egregious misconception in the world.
Dude, you should buy your boots like half a size down because it will stretch.
No, it doesn't. It stretches, yes, of course, it stretches. But it doesn't stretch to the point where you need to go half a size or a full size down. Okay, I think it's so stupid. So I got these boots in a size 43, and guess what? It's still a size 43. Would you look at that? The people making these boots, they thought about it. Let's imagine it like this. Let's say you sell a product, right? Let's say, okay, I don't have a good example. I just really hate that misconception. I don't know why people keep recommending this. Like, hey, you just go half a size to your regular size, so then you wear it in pain and then you stretch it out. Leather does stretch, but it doesn't stretch to the point where it's gonna grow a half a size or a full size. I do not understand why people keep doing this. Like, do you really hate your feet that badly? Like, do you hate your feet that much that you want to like crush them in the beginning and just slowly stretch them out very little? It's not gonna stretch half a size or one full size, dude. Like, come on. Like, why are we doing this to our feet? I really want to ask these people, like, how long can you wear those boots for before it starts hurting? Because when you don't wear the right size shoes, like, it's gonna hurt way faster. If normally it start hurting after 10 hours, it's gonna start hurting after 6. Leather does not stretch that much. Don't go half a size down. Don't go one full size down. Get your regular size. It's not gonna stretch half a size. It's not gonna stretch one full size. Did you know that if you go to a cobbler, they have a special machine, they have a special service where they offer to stretch your leather, and that's professionally done. And what you're telling me is that once you wear your boots for like a year or two, the leather will stretch so much that this is a specialty for a cobbler, a professional cobbler with professional machines that they use to professionally stretch these leather boots out. You're saying after a year or two, you're going to do exactly what those machines are meant to do? Here's a clip.
A pair of leather shoes can definitely be stretched to give you the relief you need. Second, sometimes a pair of shoes may require a second stretching to achieve the desired results. I've gone into department stores in the past and seen a salesman take a wooden stretcher, put it in a shoe and crank it open only to take it off right away. Well, that doesn't work too well. Third, shoe stretching takes time and should be performed by an experienced cobbler. A good shoe repair store is going to have a professional stretching machine, and the shoe is actually sprayed with stretching fluid to condition the leather to prepare it to be stretched. We like to let those shoes sit on the stretcher for at least 24 hours to achieve the desired comfort level that you are looking for.
Do you think your feet have that much power that they're gonna do what that machine just did? Get your true size. Please, for the love of your feet, get your true size. Do not go half a size down. Guess what? If it's too big, double sock it. Put another insole into it. Okay. Let's say you got an undersize. The fuck are you gonna do? Take it to a cobbler, pay another $50 to have it professionally stretched? And that is really dependent on how good the cobbler is, because like they'll just say, oh, we stretch it, but then you won't feel the difference. So which one is easier? Double sock, double insole, or pay more money to get it professionally stretched? Get your true size. Am I making myself clear? Like, please, for the love of your feet, get your true size. Okay, so we talked about comfort, we talked about appearance. What else can I talk about? Besides schooling you fucker about not going half a size down because leather don't stretch that much. What else can I talk about? I can talk about what wearing it feels like. Personally, when I wear sweatpants, I don't feel that confidence. And with these boots, like, I feel more confidence wearing these boots over my Saint Laurent, because like, I just like what Guidi stand for a lot better than Saint Laurent, and I love how unique it is. Like, I think there are a few brands that do like front zip. I know The Row have like a version of this. I know High Street Fashion have like front zip boots, but I think Guidi might be the one that popularized it, or they were the first, because I know they started making boots in 2003. I think they were one of the first, if not the first, to popularize the front zip, because typically leather is side zip because they want to hide it. It's like if you have a black coat, like the stitching is black because they want to hide these things. But then Guidi like went against the grain and just said, you know what, we're gonna put it up front. We want to show off the zippers. Like, it's gonna be one of the main appealing aspects of these boots. So I think they're one of the first. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment, but I think I'm right. But then again, my fashion knowledge is a bit limited. I still got a lot to learn. I just need to expand my view, expand my perspective a bit more, look into more shows, watch more documentaries, read more books. But back to the point. So when I wear these boots, I feel more confident. When you wear something that you're so proud of, you're so proud of the brand, you're so proud of the product, it gives you that little boost of confidence. Okay, here's another example. When I wear like some of my old Zara and H&M stuff, I feel like, ugh. If like a fashionable person sees me and they ask me what I'm wearing and I say H&M, they're gonna judge me. But if I was wearing my Guidi boots and like some you know how like those like Instagram reel and TikTok like that go up to you like, hey, what you wearing? Like if I were to wear my Guidi boots, I would be a bit more confident. But if they caught me in like an H&M pair of boots, I'd be like, but yeah, so my jacket is Gucci. Like, you know, it's that attitude. It's like when you wear something that you're proud of, it makes you more confident. This is why I believe that when you look good, you feel good. Like, this is not something new that I just came up with, but I truly believe in that. So you should always wear what you think looks good on you and what you feel best in. Like it could look like shit according to some other person, but if it gives you that confidence, if it gives you that little boost to your walking and makes you look more confident, I think you should go for it. Like, if you can avoid sweatpants, I think you should. Maybe that's just my case. I don't feel as confident in sweatpants. I feel better when I wear trousers. or when I wear like whatever other than sweatpants or shorts. I don't really wear shorts either. So I'm the type of person that, like, if I walk into a store like Hermes, if I were to wear like an outfit where it's like so shitty, I would feel like everybody's judging me. But when I wear these Guidis, I felt like I belong in there. I felt like if these people are into fashion, they will know what I'm wearing, so then they're not going to judge me. Finally, we get to the point of this video. After a year of having these boots, after a year of wearing it so many times on so many days already, do I still recommend these boots? And my answer is yes. Yes, my voice went up a second. But yes, you should buy these boots. I think these boots are one of the best. I think this is my most comfortable boots. They're more comfortable than my Margiela. They're more comfortable than my Saint Laurent. They're more comfortable than my Kiss boots. They're more comfortable than whatever other boots I have downstairs. I don't know. I understand that the price tag will be a big barrier to most of you, but if price is not like a big concern to you and you're just like, is it worth it? Is it worth $1,000? I have $1,000, but I want to reaffirm myself. I want to confirm it for myself that when I get these expensive boots, they will last for a long time. I hope this video will have give you that extra push that you needed to pull the trigger on buying these boots. I hope I have entertained you in the past 20 minutes or so. Thank you very much. My name is Makasi. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Please have a great day. I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
To